Guys, this is very important, and I re-uploaded my rewinds. Not necessarily for this reason, but it definitely kick-started me. I had one issue to fix, basically. So the free music version had to be re-uploaded. But look at this thing. Todd Boy was the most popular rewind creator of 2022. I'm a competitor, technically. And if you type in this, apparently YouTube does give a little bit of spotlight, a little bit of room to breathe for the creators right now. And it stacks away the previous rewinds. Maybe something, clicked in the algorithm and everything changed, but last time when I did this, just a raw surge, I was not able to find anyone be able to grab a spotlight here. But somehow Todd Boy has been fucking hacking the algorithm almost, it feels like. And whoever this guy is, also a boy, because of course, I have to compete against children, basically. Which is kind of a fascinating idea as well, Me versus child. Why is it fascinating? Children are always going to copy and paste the format that they found somewhere, they have seen rewind, and they have an idea of what rewind is supposed to be. I can change that. I have my own vision of the future. I have a very high collection of knowledge, basically. I'm not biased into uploading too much sports, except I am biased to uploading too much girl material. And I'm also allowing myself, with the new formats, to tell a story. It's something actually MatPad has been complaining about on his video. Newest video, YouTube will break your brain. Why YouTube will break your brain? Because loneliness epidemic is on the rise. People are feeling pretty fucking lonely. But they don't know how to solve this problem. I've been lonely for way longer than most people, alright? I've been stuck with this problem, and I've been solving it ever since, ever since I realized, well, I guess I have no friends. It takes time to realize that you literally can't talk to anyone because they don't want to talk to you for some bullshit reasons. And then this just epidemic actually keeps on evolving. So despite people claiming that they're lonely, I can't find people to talk to. That means they don't have a principle. They still haven't clicked their buttons of algorithms where they actually want to leave the relationship the way it is, right? Not block you, not kick you out, not run away somewhere, but like just leave the relationship. You can't just shut up and just like close the notifications and just leave it be, right? I can scream in an empty room, but at least something will happen. I will not seem like a crazy dude, because there's a chance that you will look back upon me, But the way the world works, I mean, it is broken world. It's not YouTube's fault. YouTube is probably, helping in this situation. So, what does that have to do with rewinds? Loneliness? Well, I made it. I had to suffer the loneliness, and I had to tell a story. I had to tell in a way that it's a completely new video that just holds influencers and holds their trendy moves or whatever, but stitches into a story that not necessarily is like coherent, but it's at least more coherent than just showing memes. And I had to make up a bunch of shit, obviously, which always would make people think, right, of like, does this make sense? Because when I stitch things, for me, it makes all the sense. Like, I love this stuff. Now, in this video, with this introduction in mind, I haven't actually said what I'm going to be doing for this video. I'm going to be comparing my previous rewinds with a new rewind, seeing how much better it is. My rewind is in a bubble. I can watch other people's rewinds, but they're doing a completely different format. It's apples to oranges type of thing, but it's even worse. It's apples to, you know, fucking Minecraft cube melons or something. It's a completely different food. It's a completely different style. And kids doing it where you know it's going to be boring immediately after. You know you're just going to forget about everything immediately after. There's nothing interesting about it. That's where the value just flops. And I feel full self-esteem of like, wow, I'll do just fine. But just like always, you know, I have to be prepared to not get any views, not get any recognition. None of this fucking matters to anyone right now. And why? Don't ask me this question, my friends. It's a good place to start. The mystery train, you know, or trail of mystery. Just answer it yourself. Why the fuck people not care about me? Because I had to struggle with this question over and over again. I'm not letting it go. I have the answer. If you want to be spoiled, that is. So, we're going to compare two rewind versions. And let's start with the older one. So things improve, basically. How are we going to evaluate? Now, the other rewinds, that made by Chirko and that I say you will forget them, they're terrible. Okay, right now, even this Todd Boy thing, he kind of flopped on himself. He released a shorter rewinds with more fucking flashiness. You can't keep up. Maybe it's worth like 15 points, but it goes down from 22 points to 15. Maybe. If he's lucky. So this sudden drop makes me feel like, shit, this guy haven't improved an inch. Instead, he degenerated like most people do, unfortunately. Picking up a good idea, you can. You can't just keep on doing the same thing without degenerating. And editing pushes you into that position where if you edit your videos, it's very difficult to actually one-up yourself. Because what else are you going to introduce besides just snippets of clips all across YouTube? What else are you going to show to the audience? What matters? All of a sudden, you're going to lose purpose, meaning all of this just going to blur out. There's nothing to it. So let's double check. I'm not watching my rewinds. There's no need to watch anything. We're just going to go through sliders. Because that's the format, you know. The format is where I am able to either put music on top or my voice on top. Apparently, someone fucking disliked all the voiced over versions. Alright? These one dislike things that you see here, 0 likes, but 1 dislike. Probably just some dude, you know, disliking my voice. Because I'm not supposed to speak. I'm supposed to be, you know, cut off from owning my own material or something. I don't know. I don't know how I should feel about this. But I do have feelings. Which is probably the most annoying part, right? People are trying to do the emotional vomit thing in NPC. The skibbity toilet, basically, metagame. Where your feelings don't matter. What matters is all these robots and all these fucking faces, you know, that you see across YouTube. That's what matters. You know, recognition and fucking following the system or whatever. And it's far away from, you know, spiritual connection and understanding that feelings matter. It's far away from that. It's getting disconnected. And I'm scared for most people because they're not going to, you know, pass through the gates of heaven and come back to normal. Because they will have to do that. They will have to, you know, see past through the skibbity toilets metagame where everyone is playing into it. Everyone thinks is just being recognizable matters and following the system, following the rules, following what's going to make you viral, what's going to make people click the video, what's gonna make people like the video. If you follow all the rules and you just make things recognizable, you win the game, right? Well, there's another side of the story, and this side of the story is getting more and more prominent. That's enough for the introduction. Let's dive in. Let's open up a scoring system. Old rewinds versus new rewinds. Let's see how much I have improved. The first thing immediately that I've improved, besides the text has been improved. But the first thing immediately is notifying everyone, documenting my progress, and documenting my emotions too. Which probably I can readjust one more time. I feel like there was a shocking moment, but I'll just leave it at be. I just feel like no one is actually beating me competitively. I feel like I've seen, again, terrible rewinds. At any point, some actually talented kid can shock me with their presentation and kind of knock me out a little bit. But anytime someone fails or someone says something, I'm like, yeah, you think you're smart, but you can't do what I did. It's impossible. It's impossible to do what I did. Even 2022 probably was not defeated, but we'll see. Right, so the thumbnail itself was technically a work of art, but looking back, it's not really that cool. But you know what? This bad boy carries. All right, is this what you wanted? Technically, yes. I mean, I love it. Also, Rebecca, the jewel, holding on to Selena of like, oh my god, I'm scared, guys. Why am I here on the thumbnail? Why am I so important? So, yeah, I'm okay with this. This is very cool. This is actually 4 mana, because this is the 4th man, which is Technoblade, on the thumbnail. And I had to emphasize the 10 million thing in the next rewind because that's kind of like a missing piece, you know, that this is actually Technoblade's play button or whatever. So 4 of these guys, 4 girls, easy peasy. Obviously, the vibe has been killed instantly, which is something I avoided in new rewind, so I guess I get the point. Why do I kill the vibe here? What happened to me? You know, why do I have to complain in the start of the rewind? Well, I was trying to actually, like, make jokes, you know. But it comes out of, like, insecurities, understandably. Another insecurity is beating up this guy, but I'm like, because he's about to, you know, make another rewind. That's very good. He won the 2021 rewind. So this is where things get, I mean, fascinating, I guess. I also take for the thumbnail 1 point. And maybe, I mean, there's 4 elements all over the place in this thumbnail. There's here and here. I appreciate it a little bit more this way. Meme review. Now, I tried to, like, make a combination. I still am not confident that this worked. Featuring it. I don't know. It's weird. We're going to try and speed this up because there's a lot of sliders. And I don't want to be stuck reviewing things that I don't care about. You know, I have to look back and be like, well, I really care about this. What I care about is this fucking number right here. 13x. I think it's now 15x of how much more powerful these girls are, even though I didn't spend that much time with them. Or looking at their content, which is how we spend time with such a huge distance. And yes, I completely disregard now follower count because I'm allowed. As a YouTube CEO, I can see past through it. I don't care how much followers you have. You're not gonna fucking intimidate me. Your followers might intimidate me, but not you. See how it goes? There's again a bunch of text, which again kills the vibe. So the new rewind gets the point, simply because I didn't do that anymore. You know, I changed. I'm a changed man. YouTube asked me to do something important this year. This is okay. This is fine. You know. But there's still a lot of, like, complaining, basically. This is also fine. I'll give 2 points overall. This actually made me laugh, because it sends 2 different messages, and it still puts a smile on my face. Just... okay. Just do it. But it says don't do drugs. But it says just do it. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. But technically this one explains everything. Oh my god, I love this. This I love. You have to stare at it for a little bit of longer time to understand. I love this. Such a fucking puzzle. The opening is cringe. Opening with, you know, a Hearthstone player is a little bit questionable, to say the least. And then you have I don't actually necessarily love this picture, but it's fine, I guess. This kills the vibe. This kills the vibe. This kills the vibe even more. Now we're in the trash, basically. So I guess I take the point. I'm taking points because the old rewind was so bad. It's so simple, bro. The vibe is still killed until now, maybe. But then you have, like, poor editing of the picture. Technically, I still don't know how to fix this problem. I just use AI now to fill in the blanks. And technically, we jumped over, right? AI is gonna always help me with this nonsense. I don't need to know even picture editing sometimes. Or I can cut them off the background and change the background if I want. Still AI helps with that shit. The vibe still killed this one. This one is where it's the safe spots, technically, and it kind of works flawlessly. So, let's reread this. Mr. Beast, new video, survived 24 hours in PewDiePie's old room. My hardest challenge so far, only lasted 15 minutes. It's a scary room, bro. Like, these are scary. PewDiePie can come out from here, like, it's a mess, bro. I would be scared in here. And he's eating bitch lasagna, by the way. Just so you know. It's all thematic. 24 hours is a lot in PewDiePie's room. So I do appreciate... this is good stuff. This one, I'm okay with this. Because it's at least thematic with the cows and stuff. I even added this. Milk Tank. My favorite Pokemon, by the way. I like this one too. This slider is also pretty cool. The Epic Rivals, the most songs in my playlist. And she gets plus 14, so this number matters. And Marine Hawk's, you know, the greatest DJ, technically. Music creator or whatever. That I know of. And this is the triad, so to speak, of my playlist. And now, maybe Taylor Swift kind of closing in into this section with the other ones, because I didn't check Taylor. Her year was, you know, discarded into trash. Favorite pizza place. I like this for the aesthetic, the idea. The execution is shit, obviously, but I'm okay with this. Let's put this button down here, because I need it. This one, I absolutely love this. Because I want to shit on Billboard as much as possible. I didn't shit hard enough, alright? I'm not gonna lie, I am embarrassed. But this is technically just one hit wonder. It just destroys Billboard. Again, I checked Billboard twice. I only got one good song and two somewhat reasonable songs. And Tate McRae was also discovered by doing so. I discovered her, and she seems to be getting more and more popular, basically. Out of nowhere, I'm not sure where she comes from, what's her background. I didn't dig deeper into it. Everyday Bro for 5 years straight, and technically 6 years straight until Jack's Films Drama came crashing down, and now Sniper Wolf is not uploading, actually. Which, wow. Like, that's your achievement, Jack's Films. I hope you're happy. Because that's pretty big streak to kill. I'm not gonna lie. But it just kind of shows that, you know, Sniper Wolf is a little bit of a greedy person and doesn't have principles for the sake of, you know, taking care of the fans that want to see her upload every day. And I'll appreciate if she's taking a break, but I don't appreciate if this is somehow changes the way she makes videos or whatever. Can't wait for Puzzle Quest 0. Now, this kind of died on me. I don't want to play Puzzle Quest that much, but Match 3 in general is still a very, very cool concept. For me, it pulls nostalgia really badly, and I really want games like that. So, you know, I want something fresh that feels like an RPG, that feels like a Puzzle Quest thing. I mean, I'll put it in my mouth, bro. So I still care about it. Chrissy and taking over of YouTube channels is a concept. It's a cool concept. I'll take it, bro. This one I skip entirely. I don't care. This one I sort of want to skip because it gets pretty cringy. The sexy stuff when it doesn't hit properly. And also it's, you know, my personal stuff, basically, exposed. But I have to do the cringe. I have to make it emotional. Roller coaster out of nowhere. I'm not sure why this perspective is mirrored, but you get to see 69, apparently. I don't know. Mid 69. Yeah, 69 in the middle. Thank you for you know, explaining. Their faces are so similar. I'm just like, I guess I slapped this one. It's kind of a moment. I feel it, bro. Diablo Immortal, I don't think it hits hard enough, but this screenshot is fucking deeply seated in my brain for some reason. I spent too much time sitting on it. I don't know why. And I spent plenty of time on Diablo, but I kind of want to just forget about it. So it's not helpful. This is actually just a fun screenshot. Let's see if it makes me laugh. Legend says this is the only way to convert a leftist to Republican. This is the part where you're gonna laugh, right? Make America white again. Let's go. Because I'm racist. I'm racist because, like, fucking some people just shove black people in my face, and I'm like, I guess I have to be racist now? You forced me to. One day artists will pay us to listen to them. I mean, that's how it works, boys. This is how it is. This is awesome, bro. I want to give 2 points. Because Taylor fucking deserves this shit. It's time to make some music. Probably the notification that I received is gonna be fucking copyright infringement. Just watch me, bro. Yeah, I mean, it's scary now. But it wasn't. It wasn't that. So yeah, Zeddy collaborated with Selena, Ariana. He can go move on to the next target, I guess. Didn't do that, though. But I've seen them together in one picture, which technically makes it a glitch. This is where we're getting into some very interesting territory where my rewind is getting better over time because it's predicting the future. And it's kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie. So we got 3 points out of this one thing alone. Because for me, just emotionally, it's very cool. It obviously features Taylor Swift, most importantly, a Powerpuff in a full blast version, and it's sort of glitching because I've technically seen them together in one picture, which I didn't expect I would find a picture like this, but apparently it exists. I'm not going to show it. You can probably find it through Google. I don't really care about Flat Earth that much. I think it just kind of fucking popped out of my... The only thing I care about is to laugh at science, though. And this is technically, you know, a question of, like, what is more scientific? Right? And I really hate science at this point. It pisses me off. All right? How it's kind of dominating over logic when logic can move faster and actually even make less mistakes and solve more problems. Science is trying to solve one problem to perfection almost. That's the vibe. You know, just like math, there's a perfect version of math and there's a approximate version of math, and science always tries to perfect things as much as possible. Just like, instead of eating a pie, do you want to know every single digit of pi? You know, that's what science represents. Oh, but how many digits of pi do you know? Shut the fuck up, eat your pie, asshole. So, this actually made me rant, which is fascinating. I'll take it. It's almost a funny one, but... And Super Tatum does a funny face. I guess I have to give. And it's a very sad because you can't play aggro decks anymore in Hearthstone. Very important stuff. This is emotional for me, absolutely, because I don't want Naruto to fucking look like this shit. But at the same time, I'm almost like not that upset about it. You know, I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'll take these cuddly animals. Maybe they'll grow up to be attractive one day. Because I cared about Naruto girls more than this fucking garbage, basically, and Sasuke or whatever. It's my personal thing. We skip my classmates because fuck you guys. This is sort of cool. And this is a cool screenshot in general. It's something you just send to a friend without context, and it's like a pretty emotional thing. Somehow, like, hey guy, you can ask them to create a caption themselves. That's cool. Even though, okay, can't wait for Common Sense Pride Month. I mean, I can't agree more. I want more of that shit. This is cool. I love it. Alright, I love the unicorns. You gotta fucking love the unicorns, baby. Skip. This was a glitch, and it's a pretty cool screenshot as well. Alright. On November. It was actually announced like 12 days later than November. But almost to the point. So I'm like glitching pretty hard on this one. And it is obviously blue. Couch Theory, almost. It starts with S. So I almost predicted almost everything about it. Style Theory? Close. I mean, it actually looks very, very similar. Because you have like the shirt. And it kind of looks halfway there to look like a shirt. I don't know. And you have the sleeves. Just need a little bit of that. And it's a shirt. But I don't know, I'm stretching the glitch as much as I can because I'm so proud of it. Technically, it flipped the role, so, I mean, I'm okay with Miley Cyrus being highlighted. Everything is fine here. It's a little bit a scary one, but it's cool. It makes it cooler that way, because, like, it's all in the past, guys. The demonic version of Miley, bro, it's over. There's bikini data, and you don't need to know about it. This one's cool. Headbutting a rich person for their money. That's how you do it, bro. That's how you get money these days. That's how you earn. That's your job now. And if it wasn't your job in 2023, then I don't know what the fuck you were doing with your life, bro. This is just a fucking cute thing to look at. There's nothing to it, bro. Fucking the cutest actresses at a time, and just kind of crushed me in that point when it was on TV back in those days, bro. Now they're old and fucking obliterated by time, because that's just what happens. You can only look this pretty for a certain amount of time, and women have to do research for how long can they look pretty like this. All right? Especially if they become actresses or they do something extreme where they're gonna get recognition. You gotta double check. You think these girls are hot? Well, not anymore. Bazaar, I'll give fucking 2 points. This is fucking annoying. It's still not out. We get no information, basically. Because I treat information as like visual information. Just show us something. Show us, like, they put so much time and dedication to art itself. So they can just show a bunch of, deprecated art that they're not going to use in the game. They can just show that, and it would be actually content that I'll be satisfied with. Instead, they don't do shit. Because it's like, let's fucking hide. Same goes with Hightail, which is now Hidetail. And this is bizarre because it's bizarre how fucking long we have to wait for this bullshit. So basically, it's torture time of some kind. But basically, I understand that this is like too high expectations require a hype of some kind and not actual release of the game, because it's too complicated to do that. The moment you release the game, you lose the expectations. But they're creating a story that, as you can tell, requires a very intense rant. And I didn't put this in the YouTube Rewind because it's not finished yet. There's going to be parts 2 potentially in the middle of next year. And Bazaar is definitely going to be a part of this shit. Trust me, guys. Because I haven't even highlighted my Mega Bug, my card game, because I don't know how well it's going to perform. Right? And again, my performance at this point is like, I know I will not be popular. I don't give a fuck about that. I just want things to kind of work out the way I intended to work out. That the game is playable, and people sort of can pick it up and try it out in their own ways. And it just leaves a mark, and things grow slowly and surely. I'm not going to be defeated. This is a sweet one, I guess. Activate a dragon card. I was hoping to like do memes every single year. I will pick the greatest meme. And I don't know if I want to keep the idea running like that. Like, a previous year had Touch the Grass meme, and now this one is going to have Activate the Dragon meme. And technically, I did run with it, and I technically need a new meme now. Something to attach to, something to try out, to vibe with. So it is a question mark. I guess I'll give it 2 points, actually. It's something I neglected. And, it's even though it's a biased retrospective, but we're going to get to my new YouTube Rewind, and I'm going to get to cool stuff. Now, there's a lot of stuff here written because I'm ranting, because, like, fucking stop hurting yourself. You're clearly getting hurt by doing a certain activity, right? You're clearly making some kind of mistake. So, I think the vibe is okay, actually, of me ranting. Because anytime someone gets in trouble, that's my response. I fucking rant. I'm angry at you, basically. You must not forget this moment. You better not. And it returns in the YouTube Rewind next year. The same moment of her in the hospital. We can throw this away. Even though it's good memories, but whatever. Smosh keeps on dying, and it finally killed Anthony too. Isn't that fucking awesome? At the end of the year, they killed Anthony because, fuck yeah, am I right? It's the perfect time. Right after I put down rewinds, they just like put down their ace as well. Unfortunately, yeah, Gabby kind of burnt out and it sucks. Keep the drama coming, am I right? This thing made me laugh so hard that I will never forget. The Super Tate, my friends. This face is the best face ever, man. It's the matrix of funny haha moments. That's all you need to do, just zoom into some eyes and it's like, whoa. Now he looks stupid. Wow, that was easy. The way you beat the matrix is both pills. You get to live a dream and be aware of the truth. You know, live a dream, not live in a dream, and be aware of the truth. So basically, this is a deeper meaning than you would think. What I was talking about here is the idea that you are in the matrix and you don't need to go outside of the matrix. You just need to be aware of the truth and use it as best as you can. You don't take well, you can take both pills. You're going to wake up and be aware of the truth, basically, right? You're going to know that you're in the matrix. But you're still going to wake up because of the blue pill. Of like, well, I surrendered to the system, but I know. I will remember, my friend. Don't worry about it. I will find my own way out of the matrix if I have to. But at the same time, it's like, well, it is what it is. Nothing's gonna happen, you know, even if people pursue you. But like, why should they care that much? They have to take care of themselves too. There's the bad bitch moments, that super cringe, but maybe it changes their name as well, which is also super cringe. I'm not sure if the vibe stayed the same, but it's still like the most cleanest political channel, but pretty much because it's a not political channel necessarily. It's more of a praise the capitalism thing. But I can still give it a point because it's still a cool thing. Also, this is the hand of Joe Biden. Not this guy. It's Joe Biden's hand. That's a very funny Easter egg. This is a whole next level of funny. Because it's more of a mockery at this point. I was like, I will turn your doggos into pillows and dad nap your wife. And probably he would like that, to be honest. Probably he doesn't like his wife that much. Fucking dad nap his wife, please. Skip because too much text. I'm like, I found a glitch. A first glitch of like, I can't explain this. You know, first glitch that I captured with my in the picture. I'm like, I have to put it on the rewinds. I got nothing else. Go fish, bro. This took me quite a while to stitch together. Am I proud of this? I don't know. It's a look into the past, but into like dirty past of following porn stars, which actually I stopped doing, and now I follow Disney people. They're not porn stars yet, so I guess that's cool. I love that I pull off this fucking dictionary thing and like, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and I still know how to spell the thing. It's such a cool word. This again is questionable. What exactly is going on? Like, why question marks are turnoffs for people? And the thumbnails haven't changed since. Zeddy still fucking puts the same font, the same one thing. He just kind of like settled down. It's a little bit boring that way, but it is what it is. Elon Musk keeps on burning things. But it's kind of like, it's fine. I even saw the one change to Twitter where you press on media tab and it shows you pictures like an Instagram. And I'm like, shit, that's kind of cool. This is the coolest fucking, probably slider of the rewinds. I don't know. Even though there's a sexy girl, it doesn't fucking feel like it's in your face because it's in a music video. And also on the arcade as well. I don't know, bro. Something about it just fucking amazing. This is also something about it type of amazing deal. But at the same time, it doesn't hit with the information, right? It's just like 10 years ago. I'm not sure how to feel about this. Then you have ramen noodles rant because fuck you for eating that shit. This is kind of like bizarre, right? Like, who's the blacker person here? And it's like, yeah, it's kind of equal, but at the same time, holy shit, this is scary, man. This is fucking scary. She was black and now she's Asian, guys. You look Asian too, by the way. Chun-Li. Yeah, my collection of colors of Nikki. But, well, technically she was never contested yet. She's still like the queen of colors. Somehow she dodges the bullet, you know. Fascinating. Also, I have to look through the lens of like how useful are these sliders. So we're almost approaching the end, but not really. Meaning that I will need the second hour of this. Fuck it, it's gonna be 2-hour video. I can't help it, man. Because we're gonna look into our own. This is still the coolest story ever that I found on Instagram. Alright, some obsessed fan is desperately trying to get attention and he's not getting blocked. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. This is awesome. He's getting rewarded by just the attention of the public of like, shit, bro. Everyone sees this stuff. Oh my god. The obsession is crazy. All the silent letters, it pissed me off, man. You may have fooled us, but I will ask you to never come back. The stupid silent letters, bro. I love it, man. But can you do this? Boom. This is actually a pretty cool build by PewDiePie. I appreciate. He didn't just build a meatball, he built some kind of crazy Takeshi castle at this point. I don't know, bro. It's crazy. I'll skip the Dragon Balls, my friends. And then I would imagine he got 10 million likes. I don't want to double check. I'm too fucking lazy for that. In a way, So Long Nerds give us an insight, a very deep insight of, yeah, it's almost 10 million. It's still, yeah, it kind of slowed down, didn't it? We can reach 10 million, we can make it into an event. See, the vibe that I've fucking caught, and it's very interesting. So Long Nerds means, like, why would you care so much? Why would you give, like, 10 million subscribers to me? You know, why would I be so popular? That's the vibe of, like, well, I'm a dead man. I was always meant to be that way. You know, I showed you the pig avatar. You know I will die. No? You haven't fucking seen that coming? And it's such a weird vibe, right? Like, weird story that you can twist. There's NASA rant. Obviously, there's Angry Video Game rant. Sabrina as a formidable foe. I'm like, I actually like this a lot. It's actually quite cool. And especially when it turns into the next level and rewinds, just amps up to a whole fucking other level. I don't know. It's almost like a three-pointer. Orange getting peeled off. It's a cool storyline. I'm okay with this. This kind of made me laugh somewhere, somehow. because I was trying to twist the truth of like, oh, it's just 120 views. Captain is trying to, unlist the video or some bullshit like that. Unlisted, boys. I'm like, what are the most popular buttons? Obviously it's a little bit subjective because it's about Minecraft. Give cancer to a random Minecrafter. I wonder who's gonna get it, guys. So many people pressed subscribe to T-Series. That was the most epic button. At one point, Cookie Clicker was the best button of the year. I mean, it's something. I can't complain. Make money online while COVID is happening. Because of the water? Oh, that would be fucking awesome, bro. This guy always gets jump scares in the background. He got in the YouTube Rewind next year as well. King disappeared. Oh my god. How am I gonna mate without the king? Ugh, whatever I just said. This guy knows how to mate. Yeah, I love this. This is awesome. All right, I was able to put Ariana's wedding in there. Felix's wedding is just the perfect opportunity. Just fucking worked out. Beat the AI as well. This is how we beat AI. Oh boy, fucking 3 points. Let's go. This is awesome. Yeah, probably I should just split this into 2 episodes. I want to take a relax and we're gonna look into the new Rewind and how it performs. It's a little bit of a cliffhanger for those who skip around. Perfect look for Justin. Justin never really came back, so it kind of sucks to him, I guess. He's just stuck like this. Good for you, my friend. Good for you. Chongqing. I will never forget that, bro. Chingchong, the town of Chingchongs, bro. Epic. Best place ever. Emily, we're never gonna forget about her. 3 points, because technically resolution has been achieved. But who knows? There can always be a twist. The resolution, I found her. I found her account. I'm following her. Maybe it's stalking, but fuck it, bro. This is too cute to just let go. I mean, I was mesmerized, unfortunately. I can't say much about it, like, music. Like, she kind of failed. Like, there's a twist to the story, right? Twist, she fails to upload music video next year, actually. She's also kind of underwhelming to the shows up with lack of teeth. This is emotional because it's scary. The teeth, lack of teeth, like it's such a scary story all the time for me because I'm struggling with that shit over and over again. This is the funniest shit ever. This is easily 3 points. Plus the fucking glitch moment of them reuniting almost by force like this. Like this is, well, Ava Max has the coolest slider of Rewind. This is basically the best of the best. There's nothing that can beat this. It's the funniest and the glitchiest of all. Even though it's so simple, it's just like I forced reunited them using this bounty hunter, but it's just awesome, bro. Then I rant against people who claim that Avril Lavigne is fake or whatever. This is sort of a half a rant. Then Minecraft rant. Are these relevant in any way? Maybe not so much. I mean, Avril being hotter than ever is kind of cool. I'll take that. Minecraft being unplayable, I'll take that because I tried to play it and it was unplayable. Alright, it didn't feel like I wanted to spend time there. And then you have Titcock Boys. The most awesome place. Endrel, I didn't touch this. So Kind of like it falls off a cliff, then gets hit by a rock and by a toilet. Honestly, broke the toilet. This does sound like Skibidi moment. And I guess banana is cool. I don't know. I'm glad I have a banana. Loving you had consequences. Absolutely. Turn to banana. And that's it. And, you know, previous rewinds, kind of cringe, but I did it. You know, that's the big deal. I did something. And the final score is 84. All right. So this is where we're going to leave it. And next video, we're going to pick up from here. Technically, music also matters, and listening to the music should also be a part of this video, in a way. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking do that. When it comes to the music, I have a YouTube Rewind 2022 playlist. And it starts with Fantasize, and it ends with Sugar Free. So let's go do that. Click here and see if I can catch some vibes of some kind. Yeah, this is very cool. You're gonna say you're sorry, I'm changing up the story. This is very cool dynamic. You were my paradise, my heaven in the sky. Yeah, this is very cool as well, because it is my purpose in life, basically. This is where I found my paradise. I'm like, well, everyone is gonna come together and make Rewind a thing. Woohoo. Yeah, so when you're watching a bunch of YouTube videos, you want to capture the insides and not necessarily the clips themselves. You know, want to learn things and stitch a story that's coherent instead of just showing a bunch of clips. Again, I'm on a completely next level. I'm always going to be shitting on these kids by default because they can't do what I do. They just can't do it on this level. And they can't run a channel that doesn't edit videos. This is a very cool moment. Absolutely. Like you basically have to bridge the distance between you and like popular kids and whatnot, who sort of lose a little bit of humanity there, gain a little bit of humanity from other people. They get to trade and do all sorts of things, but you as a person, you can't lose that much. You can't have a dynamic that popular kids do, but you can still get closer to them every single day. You can still work on yourself. There are ways for normal people to become powerful as well, you know. So like the river flows just naturally. And it's really, really powerful insight because I have lived through that. I have lived the TikTok renaissance almost, where like it solidifies personalities that are like genuine personalities, like a homeless person, a person who's discovering life hacks and improving their life, a person who's impersonating pets because they really care about the pets. Like this stuff that you discover, like genuinely well polished people, it feels like really fucking polished. At least men. But also females too, like there's some cool ones too. I mean, I do like the helicopter. It's a signature move. It's the way for Ariana to exist in the previous rewind. So it matters quite a bit. I'll give a point for that. A very important vibe of like, when you're growing, eventually you're going to break out. Eventually you're going to be better than everyone else because you're just growing. It's a natural thing to happen where no one can hold you back anymore. You're just breaking through walls. You're popping your head out and you become an uncontrollable nuisance. People can be silent around you. People can try to silence you, whatever. They can try and stop you, but eventually becomes such a nuisance where you cannot do it in a reasonable and humane way. You become either violent, and you're not supposed to do that, or you're losing things. So the naturally powerful person is gonna start winning and starting to take a spotlight every now and then. And a life really can change that way. All of a sudden, your haters and people who ignored you and your biggest crush of high school all of a sudden is gonna try and fucking, reconcile and build back the bridge that they, filled with ashes and dust because they don't want it to work. Honestly, this is just Song of Victoria wanting to also taste the Powerpuff power level, I guess, and it's gonna be happening this year, 2024. It's official now. Yeah, this is very inspiring song. It almost makes me want to like give her a card, give her existence of like, yes, Hearthstone is far away from like actual society. It doesn't function properly. Even though it's a community, but communities can be isolated and they can wither away. They might not be functional. Also, I left a comment saying that 2022 rewinds. Fucking why is it glitching, bro? Top 23. And now she's up 4 places. And maybe even kick some more ass in the future. As a Powerpuff. 2nd generation. Yeah, the Champions idea is, I wanted to change the format into showing top 100 influencers that I care about. And it's sort of a cleaner format, something that people can actually understand. It's a very simple story of this is number 100, 99. It's very easy to follow. It's very linear, so to speak. And I'm not sure exactly how to pull it off. Because I want animations as well, all the cool stuff. There's a lot of ideas, basically. But I have to stick with my guns and just keep improving. And at the same time, if I have a chance, pull off something new on the side, And of course, YouTube is silently or kind of loud and proud removing videos. The real question is like, what the fuck COVID has to do with anything anymore? Or have you established the fucking New World Order at this point? Misinformation world order. We have decided we're going to have full control over your videos if you spread misinformation, blah, 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 right? Especially, but mainly medical misinformation because that's fucking very scary one. Except it's scary for them, not for me. I'm like, nothing's going to happen, even medical misinformation type of style. In fact, you're going to learn more from TikTok than, from doctors who don't fucking make TikToks or any kind of information in the first place. So there's no way to know or debate or say anything, basically. Right? It's such a nonsense, basically. It's so fucking frustrating. So, I guess it dives into the vibe of all the rants that I've made and I skipped. Might as well have one of these get a point. Yeah, I mean, each of us are waiting. I'm waiting to make rewinds next year and the year after that, and I'm not giving up. And well, fucking fighting the children now. They're becoming more and more visible in a way. But only to suck on my spit. Eat it, kids. Do You was the moment when Ariana's wedding was on full display. And she destroyed it. Alright, she destroyed her marriage, technically, it seems like. It's no longer valid. I don't know. I haven't gotten the official information about it. And of course, I'm waiting for things to get better and actually work out. Yeah, I'm waiting for everyone in this case, every influencer to come together. So 101 now for the vibes total. I can already tell you, like, Sugar Free is the craziest song ever. Insane. But I think it still got defeated. It's hard to tell. But then Peace Pop. I don't know. But it's still the craziest song, bro. Tara, bro. Super Pink. Ending as K-pop. I mean, we just rewinded history again. And for me, like, Sugar Free meant something completely different. And when fucking Koreans make things cool, it sounds completely different. So for so long, it wasn't an advertisement for Coke or some bullshit like that. For me, Sugar Free was like, well, this is cool. They made it so cool. It has to be like honesty or something like that, right? Wow. So fascinating. So for me, sugar, like, sweetness, like, we don't need sweetness. We don't have to fucking sugarcoat anything. It's an amazing story, but it flops when you think about it as an advertisement. But they don't show any Coke. They made it so cool. Because usually when it comes to sellouts, K-pop is the worst. Also, it's editing free too. It's the most important thing. And I'm thinking of, like, if you don't do editing, you can do many more things. You can re-release the video in multiple times in different ways. This is why having multiple versions is actually something that other people can't do, because they have to re-render everything. They have to rework everything. While I just put a fucking different layer of something, you know, just different shade of something, a feeling, or different songs. They have to re-render. They have to fucking double-check everything, that everything matches. It's just some bullshit. Where I just, you know, click record, stitch layers together, make sure they're clean and well interacting with each other. I click a few buttons and bam, I have a fucking video. I don't care personally. I mean, obviously I'm not sure how other people feel, but that's what, you know, how friends come in handy sometimes. I don't have any friends, and fuck it then. Then I will never know how other people feel because they don't fucking talk about it. Likes and dislikes not gonna fucking tell me anything. Complaining about some bullshit things not gonna tell me anything. How you feel about every single detail. I have to fucking be more specific. You can hear the Coke bottle thing pop open, right? That's it. That's the only reference, technically. It's sugar-free and the Coke, and you have to figure out that this is about that. But, I mean, now it's way deeper than this. Fuck it. And say hi to Kure, by the way. My chosen one. And that's how we end everything. Everything has been done. Alright. See you guys in the next video where I double check the other rewinds and how good that one is, and maybe we're gonna find even more emotions buried in there, because I don't know, it's just something can click all of a sudden. Alright, bye.